Hey friends, it's Emily from burlapkitchen.com where I'm all about simplicity. Tonight we're going to make something fun with some jumbo popsicle sticks and also this bunny rabbit cutout that I got at Dollar Tree. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to line all my popsicle sticks up, and I put that bottom one on and I actually don't need that. So if you want to count, I think there's 8 there minus that one that I don't need. You'll see here later on in the video where I take it off. So now I'm going to add jumbo popsicle sticks here to the back and hot glue them just to secure the popsicle sticks. And there's 2 smaller ones I'm using in the middle just to catch those end pieces. So again, I'm just gluing that down with some hot glue. And I started painting this white and I didn't like it, so I decided to go over it with the moss color. This is a Waverly chalk paint and I got it at Walmart. I don't know, do you guys do that? Let me know in the comments if you are like me and you paint something and then completely change your mind and go a different way with it. So I'm going to make sure it's nice and dry. Then I'm going to go ahead and flip it over and I'm going to paint the back just so everything looks the same. So we're just going to give that a quick coat. And it kind of makes those popsicle sticks on the back kind of blend into and not look so bad. But like I said, this is going to be the back, so you're not really going to see this anyways. So once I got that painted, again, I gave that a quick dry. And then I gave one more coat over top. There was a few spots where there was some of the white coming through. So I just gave that another coat real quick and made sure it was nice and dry. Once it was nice and dry, I then took a piece of sandpaper and sanded all over the front. I didn't worry about the back because you're not going to really see it. So once I sanded that, I blew off the dust with my heat gun. And then I got some Waverly Antique Wax and I just brush some on a chip brush and then I brush it off and then I take it over my project. So make sure you offload a good bit before you do this. That just kind of makes it more random on your project instead of a big blob of it, if that makes sense. So then I'm going to make sure it's nice and dry. Then I'm going to come over here with this bunny and I'm going to grab a pencil. I had to switch pencils. This was one of my son's and it didn't have a point on it. So I'm just going to trace that. And you guys can't see it too good here in the video, but there's a nice little pencil line then that outlined that bunny. So then I'm going to take a really thin paintbrush and I'm going to outline the bunny with some white chalk paint. You could probably use acrylic paint for this. I think acrylic paints would probably work just fine on this project. I just like the looks of chalk paint. I feel like it's more rustic, more like a country look. So I'm just outlining this, and this took a little bit of time. You want to be very careful too. You definitely want to take your time on this because you don't want to accidentally get outside of the pencil line and then kind of ruin your project. So take your time with this. It was a little bit time consuming, but it really wasn't that bad once you got the hang of it. So once you get the angle of the brush down and get a kind of feel for it, it goes a lot quicker. So then I'm just going to fill this in and I'm going to finish up this side and then I'm just going to fill this in. So I had a really small paintbrush. I did not feel like dirtying another one because I dirtied so many today. So I just kept this smaller one. And I just filled this in real quick with some white chalk paint. Just like that. Isn't that looking so cute already? Give me some hearts if you guys are loving this one so far. So then I'm going to give it a nice dry. Make sure it's nice and dry. And then I went over the bunny with the sandpaper. Make sure it's dry before you take your sandpaper over it. And then I just wiped it off. Then I thought he needed an eye. And I couldn't figure out where to put his eye. So let me know. I put it there. I feel like it's up too high. I don't know. What do you guys think? Does his eye look okay? Or should I have moved it down a little bit more? So next I have this piece of coffee dyed flower sack. It's the end piece that I'm going to use. And I made just a little bow that I'm going to put up here around his neck. And then I'm going to trim it up a little bit. Once I get it trimmed up, I thought it needed something, so I have this little rusty bell, and I'm just going to hot glue that right to the center of the bow. And then I had some Spanish moss. You guys know I love my Spanish moss, so I had to add some of that to the bottom of the project. And then I just kind of trimmed it up a little bit. And then this top piece, I wasn't loving that. I thought it was too much. So I just took it off. So you guys can kind of see what it looks like with or without the top piece, so you can kind of get an idea how you want to do yours. I just thought it was too much extra space. I was originally going to put something up there, but I didn't. And then I just touched it up with a little bit of that green paint. and made sure it was nice and dry. And that is it, guys. I hope you enjoyed this project as much as I did. For more fun ideas just like this, please visit burlapkitchen.com. Thank you.